Hey guys, welcome back to Wear Wigs with me. Today I am wearing Mia by TressAllure in the color Sunset Glow. So let's get started. This is Mia by TressAllure in the color Sunset Glow. Mia is a mid-length, wavy, layered style. And this was my first TressAllure wig that I had ever put on my head. And I have to tell you, for some reason, I had it in my head that TressAllure made small cap wigs. They do not, folks. I have a 22.5-inch circumference head, and this cap is so comfortable, so roomy. It fits just as well as a Gabor cap or an Aesthetica cap. I would compare it to those two. Raquel Welch is still like the premium cap for my head size, but TressAllure fits just as comfortably as Aesthetica or Gabor. This has a lace front, and because of my skin tone and because of the darkness around this lace front, you can see the knots a little bit. This wig does not have to be worn up or away from the face. You can style it down. In fact, a lot of people do that, and I think even in the manufacturer picture, it shows it down. That helps hide those dark knots if that bothers you. I always prefer my hair to be up off my face. So here's what I think about the dark knots. If you watch my Chloe video, I had some strong feelings about that. And that's because that was one of my very first wigs. Chloe was in one of my first 5 wigs, and so that was shocking to me. Now that I've been wearing wigs for a while, and I'm comfortable out in public, and I just don't care, that doesn't bother me as much anymore. And because I've come to the realization that nobody is looking at my hairline the way I'm looking at my hairline. My husband could notice I wore this pretty much all day yesterday, and we were in the grocery store, and the fluorescent lights, and he's right by my face, and he's like, I can see the wig today. But he knows I'm wearing a wig. He knows to look for that. He's going to be more aware of that, like I am. But just a stranger in passing, there's so much other stuff to look at on a person. Nobody is evaluating your hairline. So I kind of let that go. If it really bothered me, I could probably do something with makeup. I don't know. I've seen people give lots of advice and recommendations on what you can do about that. So if that is something that bothers you, there's lots of resources out there, or hop on one of the Facebook wig groups and ask somebody. Everybody has lots of great recommendations on what you can do about that. For me, I don't know. It just doesn't bother me anymore. And honestly, so what if they know that I'm wearing a wig? What are they gonna do? I don't care. Okay, so lace front, monopart, and great velvet covered ear tabs and great coverage. These are some substantial ear tabs. I just love that. Extended velvet covered nape, Velcro adjusters. I love those Velcro adjusters. And then it's open wefted, so it's light, it's airy, it's stretchy. It's not hot, even with what looks like a ton of hair, not hot. So that's my opinion of the TressAllure cap. I love it. I was pleasantly surprised, and makes me really comfortable to buy TressAllure wigs. Let's talk about the measurements. So the measurements on Mia, now like I said, it's a layered wig. But when you look at TressAllure's site, it says that the front is 8 inches, and then the crown, sides, and back are all 11. So I think they're just kind of giving you the overall measurements, because obviously there's all different links in here. because of those layers. But I guess just overall, the sides, the back, and the crown are 11, and the front falls at around 8. So, and I have a 7.5 inch long face and about 2.5, 3 neck. So that lets you know this is where this falls on me. And you take your measurements, and then that'll give you an idea of how long it's going to fall on you. And the other thing to keep in mind is the circumference of your head is also going to make a difference on how this wig falls on you, because this same amount of hair has to cover a 22.5 inch head on me. And so if you are smaller, then the wig is going to hang longer on you. It's not going to be so full looking like it is on me, because it has to come out over this head. This color, Sunset Glow, I love it. It is so pretty. It is so everything you want it to be. I mean, they named it gloriously. It is Sunset Glow. This color has, and I'm going to get this in different lights so that you can really see it, because there are so many pretty colors in here. There's really bright reds and rusty reds and dark auburns, and then the really bright highlighting of that. I mean, it's like it's blonde, but it's like that yellowy golden blonde. I mean, it's just in this color palette. It's the just most beautiful highlight. I'm struggling to find the words to describe this color. This color is really everything that I wanted Fiery Copper to be on that Maximum Impact by Raquel Welch that I have, and I'll pop some pictures in here. This is everything I wanted that color to be, because it has a lot of the same colors, but the blending on this one is, I just love the way they did it. It is so beautiful. You can still see all the colors, and it definitely isn't a natural color. I mean, this is you look like you went to the salon and got your hair done. I mean, it is. In fact, I was in Sephora and I had somebody, I was buying some new skincare, and so they were right in my face and we were testing different stuff on, and the first thing he says is, "Man, did you just come from the salon?" And sometimes I don't know, and this is just the paranoia still in me, I don't know if that's their way of starting the conversation with me, or if they honestly think I just came from the salon. But I said, "Oh no, this is a wig." And then he did kind of look at me a little bit closer and went right to my hairline. He was like, "Wow, I really thought that you had just got your hair done." So that's what this looks like. But this hair color is gorgeous. I love it. I just did a video on Soft and Subtle, and I talked about how I'm kind of getting enough wigs, and I've kind of been wearing wigs the amount of time that I'm starting to characterize or categorize my wigs into my comfy wigs and my wigs that, you know, make me feel a little something special, a little something extra. And like I said, this is one of those wigs, and it's mainly because of the color. This is one of those wigs where I spend a little bit more time in front of the mirror, mainly because I'm just, because it is so different for me. It is that salon fresh color, and so it's just, I just kind of have to reintroduce myself to it every time I put it on and get used to it again. But it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I have it in 3 wigs. so I'm going to be wearing it. But I really do love it. It's just a bright red, vibrant. It's got the highlights. It's got dark colors. It's got light colors. I mean, it even has some of those cool red shades that when on Maximum Impact, I don't care for it on that wig. But on this one, because of all the blending, and it's just such equal amounts of all the colors that I just think it's gorgeous. So this is Sunset Glow. I love it. So I talked about the cap, I talked about the measurements, and I talked about the color. My overall opinion of Mia is that I love it. I love the layers. I love the curl. I love the cap. I love the color. It's just beautiful. I bought this in November, like I said, during when all the holiday sales were going on. And as soon as I put it on, I think I posted pictures on Instagram like, hello, Mia. Because it is one of those shake and put on and you're done. There's not a lot of styling. I've never put product on this wig. It just looks good all the time. The hair fibers are those silky hair fibers. They're smooth and soft and silky. But because of all those layers, it still holds the volume really well. And as far as permatease goes, there's permatease. Yeah, I mean, I feel little bits kind of all over. But it's not thick. It's not nesty. It's not, it's not that you can't run your fingers through your hair because the permatease is so thick. It's not pillowy. It's like there's just little, just like fine layers of it in there. But this curl, I mean, it's crazy beautiful. It is just, I can't get over it. I love this. I love this hairstyle. And then this color just adds to it because of all that highlighting and all the different colors. And then the layers and the texture, it just like, oof, it just makes this whole thing just pop. And that's why I said it's a hair turner. And so if it's a day where I'm just like, let's just get through this day, then I might pop on a more subtle color. But if I'm like ready to put on a cute outfit and feeling pretty good about myself, this is the wig I'm going to put on. It's so pretty. When you first get Mia, it might feel like a lot of hair on your head because of all the layers and the texture. But you can take your wide tooth comb and you can comb this wig down. And I've done that. This is another great thing about this wig is that you're not really going to lose the style when you comb it and try to tame it down because of all these layers and all these curls. It's going to keep that gorgeous style. You can just make it flatter. If you want it closer to your head, just do one of those kind of things and tamp it down. I mean, look how it's still so pretty. But if you're like me, if you want that hair, then just tip your head over. Get your hands in there. It's so fun. I mean, this wig is so awesome. Look how fun that is. I could just play with this all day. I could sit in front of the mirror and just play with this hair all day. It's so fun. It's so pretty. And I think if you've been looking at Mia and you want a fun color, you want something different, you want to, just get out there with your hair color and be vibrant and bold, this Sunset Glow is gorgeous. And even with my fair skin, I mean, I've got heavier makeup on that I would normally wear. And this is a wig that I'm going to wear makeup with. This isn't a wig that I'm going to put on a day that I'm not going to wear makeup, which is most days, honestly. But yesterday I wore it almost all day and I had more time to put a little bit more makeup on, and so I felt comfortable in it. But yeah, it's just one of those great wigs. So I've never had to put product in it. I haven't washed it yet, and so it's been 2.5 or basically like 2 months that I wear it off and on, and I wore it to one of our Christmas functions. It's a wig, because it's so comfortable, it's a wig that you can wear all day or all night and not sleep in it, but like if you're going out for a date or you're going out for an event. This is a very comfortable wig. I always wear a wig grip underneath it. I don't have any it stays or anything on. It fits my head so well that I can just wear it with a wig grip, and it stays for, for as long as I want to wear it. The other thing is, because of the layers and these silky hair fibers, you don't really have to mess with it throughout the day or throughout the evening. I find just the normal messing with my hair kind of will fluff it back up if I need a little fluffing back up. It does tangle a little bit at the nape, so when I take it off, I just spray a little detangler down there and comb it with the wide tooth comb. But otherwise, it doesn't really get tangly. It doesn't clump together. It doesn't start kind of looking wiggy, or it just wears really beautifully. And I've worn it for 2 hours, and I've worn it for 6 hours, and either way, it has always held up really well. And then like I said, when I take it off, I do the detangling, and then I put it on a mannequin head and put it on the shelf. And when I'm ready to wear it again, I turn it upside down, give it a couple shakes, pop it on. It's ready to go. It's just one of those really great wigs that it's a shake and go. Okay guys, so this has been Mia by TressAllure in the color Sunset Glow. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, do a little chit chat down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.